Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Shout out to everybody. I want to talk about this T.I situation. First of all, shout out to T.I. Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all heard what happened. It's all over the internet. So basically, T.I was like at a comedy club. And I think he had like a 30-minute set there. And this girl, she goes up and she starts making jokes about the allegations that, was going on between T.I and his wife, you know what I'm saying, and a third party, and that lawsuit, I don't think it ever went through, but, it just, she brought it up. And then T.I got mad and he just like, took the mic, you know what I mean, and start like going in on her, telling her to take her wig off. And then, she's like, you can't silence me. He goes up on stage. He tries to hug her. She's trying to get away from him. It's like awkward. You know what I mean? And then like after that, he gets on the mic. He talks a little bit. She gets on the mic and she says like, like nobody's going to silence me, and she starts talking. And T.I just later went live on his IG, I think it was, and he was talking about it. He was just like, nobody's gonna get up there and say nothing about me that's not true, and this, that, and the third. And some people kind of looking at this like, wait a minute, T.I, didn't you just talk about Will and Jada? Shout outs. But I heard T.I, he made like a recent comment about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. He's basically like, that's not my realm of what I'm going to do, you know what I'm saying? As a comedian, I'm going to leave that out of it, because I don't have room to really talk about a situation like that. So shout out to him, you know what I mean, for acknowledging, that he ain't gonna touch on that situation, So I don't really feel like that should really be held against him, but when you a comedian, you kind of, I feel like you have room to kind of talk about anything, So the girl saying that, I think it was more so she's trying to get like a name off of him. That's what it is, But aside from that, like, is she wrong for doing that? I don't think she is. I think honestly, T.I, I think it would have went better if you would have just let her finish her joke, and then it would have been done. Instead of like your ego kicking in, and then you taking the mic from her and you trying to clown her, and you feeling weird, you get up there, you trying to hug on her, and it's like, it's kind of a wild situation, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to T.I. I wouldn't have done that, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but I'm not in that situation. I'll say that, so shout out to T.I. But I want to ask y'all this: who said T.I is funny? I rock with you, T.I. Wait a minute. I rock with you. But I watched like one of your comedy sets. I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's like when you rich, you got all kind of people that's like hating you up and like, you know what I'm saying? Like tell you everything you want to hear. I don't know what you feel like. I mean, I know like music is kind of different now, right? And you've already conquered that. You had the dope albums that you had, Urban Legend, you had all that, you helped Young Joe, did everything that you wanted to do, in music. And it's like now it's changed so much to where even if you was to make a big stamp in music, it probably wouldn't be the same because the ears are different. The younger audiences, they want like weird stuff. I'm sorry, it's weird. They want all that. So it's like, I like the attention. I've done the movies. Like, what can I do to maintain my relevancy? And you look at comedy. Now, some people may think he's funny. I don't really think so. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. This ain't dissing you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really think he's funny, But I can't stop the next man from finding something else that he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But shout out to T.I. I would have left that situation alone. Now, I'm looking, and it looks like The Game is about to release a diss track on Eminem. And this is what WACK 100 is saying. I got some thoughts on this. First of all, this is what WACK 100 said. He said, this N-word finna start another fire. WACK 100 said during a recent Clubhouse call, we starting a fire. The Black Slim Shady is coming. Eminem better be ready because this N-word done went crazy. If Eminem responded to Machine Gun Kelly and Nick Cannon Boy, it is what it is. That's N-word Eminem is a disrespectful N-word, man, he added. He disrespected his own mama, N-word, S-word, He disrespected himself. The N-word talked about killing his baby mama, putting her in the trunk, effing my own mama. If he ain't mind doing that to himself, ain't no limit to where he going to go with another MFer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's what WACK 100 said. That's what he said. So he said Game is going to come out with a diss song towards Eminem. This is what shout out to Game. You doing your thing on Cameo, you know what I'm saying? Sent to a lot of people I know like videos. I mean, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Game. This is my thing. This is the game, right? And this is not me just being biased because of 50. I do want to say this. The Game has created like a reputation. Anybody that's ever helped him, he's went at and dissed. You know what I'm saying? That includes 50 Cent. That includes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he even said something to like Jimmy Levine, and anybody that's helped him, he's dissed. I think he dissed Dre, like saying like, yo, Kanye did more for him in 2 weeks than Dre's ever done for him. Man, I don't like what? But then I will say that WACK 100 said that, you know, some songs that the Game had, Dre was actually trying to stop from coming out. So, you know, it could be like a bunch of behind the scenes stuff we don't know about. Obviously, when things hit the public, we hear the record, we hear the energy, we see the energy behind the record, we see Dre, everybody like supporting him. It's kind of like we feel like this is just what it is, but it could be something different. You know, I used to work at Island Def Jam, and when I worked there, a lot of things wasn't what people thought. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to put that out there, you know, so that's in Game's defense. But people look at Game like, yo, like you turn on people that help you. I'm not saying Eminem really helped him, you know what I mean? I don't really see Eminem like really stepping out there and helping Game, you know, but I do see that Game has a lot of records giving Eminem a lot of praise. Why? I don't know. Could it be something behind the scenes Eminem helped out with? I don't know, you know, or maybe he's just trying to get recognition from Eminem. I just seen Jimmy Levine, I think there was at like a basketball game, right? And then the Game walked up, tried to make his presence known in front of Jimmy Levine, and Jimmy just like walked around him, you know, and ignored him. Why did he do that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, Jimmy Levine, he rocks with 50, rocks with Dre, rocks with a lot of people. It would look crazy for him to like sit there and shake Game's hand, especially with how deep he is in the music industry. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that down in the comment section below. But it did look like the Game was just grasping at something. And maybe after that, he just feels like, forget it. You know, like it's not the same. My buzz isn't the same. I made the dope song with Kanye. It was received well when it first came out. The buzz kind of died down. I need to do something. It could be WACK 100 in his mind. Like, yo, like, bro, you need to, like, get out here and, like, bomb and do something and get some sort of attention if you want staying power in this industry. And he feels like Eminem is that person that he should go after. You know, so I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'll say this. The Game, I think, is dope. I think his writing is dope. I do feel like it is needed in a sense in rap, you know, for people to kind of go at each other. That's like the spirit of rap. You know, it wasn't just like this whole kumbaya thing like that it's become now. You know, so if he wants to do that, it's on him. You know, if Eminem wants to respond, it's on him. But if Eminem doesn't respond and you put out a diss track, it's going to look crazy, bro. You know, and then you got to think about the caliber of artists that you going at, you know, and obviously you ain't thinking about that. You already made the song, your manager, you know, WACK 100 or whatever. He already went public. I don't know if he's still your manager, but he already went public talking about this. So it's kind of like you got a battery in your back right now, right? So you got Eminem. This is a guy that's loved by the entire hip hop community, you know, and we've seen artists take shots at him. Snoop Dogg, different artists like take shots at him, but all in all, like he still like, you know, is very humble, you know, from his beginnings, and he's very humble with who are like the godfathers of rap. You know what I'm saying? He shows a lot of respect. Plus, he's got an immense fan base. With a fan base, you got a lot of power, you know what I mean? And a lot of labels want to rock with him. A lot of sponsors want to rock with him. So if you end up rocking that boat, We already seen what he did to Ja Rule. He wouldn't, he wouldn't go to certain events if Ja Rule was in the building, things like that. And Ja was like blackballed from a lot of situations. It's like, do you want to go there and risk all that, just for, some sort of attention right now that's going to be probably going off for probably a couple weeks? Or do you want staying power and you want to kind of leave that situation alone? And now that he knows, already made a diss track on it, I mean, that could be, so a sign in his mind, like, yo, like I need to just anything I can do to help Game needs to be shredded. You know what I'm saying? Or if I could stop Game in his tracks, I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how Eminem is gonna take all this, but shout out to Eminem. No disrespect to you, no disrespect to the game, but I feel like hip hop does need something. I wouldn't mind seeing, Eminem and Game kind of go back and forth. Some people think that Game is a better rapper than Eminem. Some people think Eminem is a better rapper. You know what I'm saying? I think more people than not think Eminem is a better rapper. Me personally, when you listen to, some of Game's CDs and some of his diss tracks, I think he's a dope writer. You know what I mean? And I think he's very underrated as an artist. If he makes like a smash hit, Eminem might have to respond. Who knows? But Eminem is he's getting billions and hundreds of billions of views, you know what I'm saying? Like on his YouTube, and like it's kind of like, and even like his streams, like he gets like millions of streams like every month. He doesn't have to respond to you, and you can put yourself out there, make a diss song on him not respond, and you look crazy. You know what I mean? All because of maybe your management team, or like, because I know Jimmy Henchman, I think he wanted you to go at 50. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? But, you can really look crazy. So you got to pick your battles. It was cool you went at Meek. Meek situation, that was kind of different, and you kind of dominated that, I will say. But at the end of the day, you got to figure out what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So if you drop that, make sure it's super fire. We seen Eminem win at MGK. Me personally, I feel like MGK had the better song. But at the end of the day, Eminem ended up winning the battle. You got MGK. He dressing up now. He doing like, he being wild. You know what I mean? So he being wild, and it's kind of like he not even the same person after that battle. Not saying that's going to happen to you, but just know, you go at him, your whole fan base might turn on you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying what it is. I'm all for hip hop, and I'm all for, you know what I mean, rap back and forth, but at the same time, you got to play a smart game. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.